Hi there, it's Kelsey with Shipwreck Beads, and today I thought we'd do a fun crystal ornament crystal ornament that we will be making as our free make and take for this Saturday's Artisan Market. We are well underway and set up for the market. I'm super excited about it. We've got over 90 vendors this year, all selling handmade goods. We're going to transform the upstairs of our store into our market area, and it's going to be really exciting. I'm really excited for the amount of vendors that we have this year. There's some really great, talented artists, all local, all small businesses. The only requirement that we have for our Artisan Market is that they be selling handmade goods. It's a great place to come and get your Christmas shopping done. Avoid those big box stores on Black Friday and come out to Shipwreck Beads on Small Business Saturday for our 4th annual Winter Artisan Market. It's going to be really exciting. Also, if you bring in 2 canned food goods, you will get a raffle ticket for our vendor raffle. We have all of our vendors, well, not all of our, most of our vendors donate an item for our raffle, and then we raffle that off and all the proceeds go to the food bank. So bring some canned foods with you. And yeah, it's super exciting. I can't wait. But so what I thought we'd do for today's video is I wanted to show you, yeah, we are so excited. We when we started the Artisan Market 4 years ago, we started with the summer one, but then we decided to do another one in the winter to sort of coincide with Small Business Saturday and have a chance to sort of give back to our customers and those people and kind of come full circle, because Shipwreck started out doing shows like these, and so it's really nice that we now have an opportunity to share that with our customers and with people who also support small businesses. And as you know, Shipwreck Beads is a family-owned business, and while we are the world's largest selection of beads, it is still a family business. It's a small business, and you know, we want to participate as much as we can in that. So good morning to you, Carlene. But yeah, so I thought today we would do the make and take that we'll be doing on Saturday. It's going to be a free make and take that'll be available all day long. And so if you come out from 10 to 5 on Saturday, there's some great shopping opportunities. I know I always get a bunch of Christmas presents there because it's just a great way to get some one-of-a-kind gifts, and again, support those small local artisans. So so what we'll be doing is making, where are my crystals, is making a crystal ornament. It's a fairly simple process, and I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do it. But you'll get 12 inches of wire, and you'll get a crystal charm. So you'll get a choice of several different crystal pendant pieces to pick from, and then we'll have a selection of a bunch of random beads out on the table, and you can just kind of pick and choose whatever you want, and it's a really fun little project. So let's go ahead and get you angled down and we'll get started. All right, so we'll have the wire pre-cut for people, and then we just kind of give you your crystal, give you your wire, and then you get to get started and do whatever you like. So I'm going to start out, I think, with this really pretty pendant here. We'll have some Swarovski available, and we'll also have, let's see, these I believe are just China crystal, but they're really pretty. And these are really great if you don't celebrate Christmas. They look really pretty in like your rear view mirror. They're just really nice to decorate with too. All right, so I went ahead and made a loop there because that's where I'm going to hang my charm from. And now this is just aluminum wire. I believe it's an 18 gauge. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Kathy. And so I'm just going to make a wrapped loop. Tuck in that end. I've got my loop made. I'm actually going to straighten that out a little bit. All right, so now that's hanging on there. And this is going to be sort of an icicle style ornament for this one. Let's see, do some green seed beads and some gold here. Get some of So it'll be a pretty random selection of beads and stuff that'll be out for you to use. We will also have the local hands-on children's museum here. Oh no, these aren't fitting on there. Oh, there we go. To do a fun activity for the kids. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Ginger. Do you have plans? We are actually going to be hosting our first family Thanksgiving at our house. I'm a little nervous about it. We wanted to just have a small thing, and it ended up being less small than we had planned. So go home and start preparing for that when I get home from work today. But today at the store, I'm going to be busy marking out the booth spaces for our vendors. We have 98 vendor spaces and over 90 vendors. Some of the vendors have a couple spaces. But if you're local, I definitely recommend coming out and doing some shopping. It is a really fun event. It's like my favorite thing that we do all year long here. This and the summer event are so much fun. So we'll take tomorrow off to spend the day with our families and then back at it on Friday. We actually let our vendors come set up on Friday because since it is held in the upstairs of our store and we've got one stairway and one elevator, it can get a little hectic getting 90 people up here to get their booths set up. But so we have them come start to set up on Friday. So right now I'm just threading beads onto my wire, and then once we get this filled up, we're going to go ahead and turn it into like a little spiral icicle. So some of these beads are too small to work, but that's okay. Because this is an 18 gauge wire, so it is a little on the thick side. It's aluminum wire, so it's super duper soft. This is a fun project that I've actually done with my Girl Scouts, and whenever I teach the beading class at my daughter's school, then this is another one of the projects that we do there too. Because it's fun and inexpensive. It's easy to customize, so you can make these really easily for gifts as well. They make a great gift idea. Even if you just want to deck out your own tree and some really awesome matching ornaments. So I'm just using a selection of like green and red and gold seed beads for this. Not a lot of rhyme or reason to it. But I think I'm going to go to just about there. Well, I might go a little bit further, actually. Changed my mind. So what about all of you? Do you guys have plans for Thanksgiving? Spending it with family and whatnot? I'm excited because we got a smoked turkey this year from one of the local butcher's shops. We did one of those a couple years ago and it was fantastic. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call it off here. So what I'm going to do, because I'm going to turn this into a spiral, so I'm going to give myself about a ½ an inch. And I'm just going to make a loop. I'm actually going to use the handle of my plier because I want a little bit larger size loop. And now I'm just wrapping the wire around the base here. So then to hang it, you can just add like a piece of ribbon or an ornament hook or something like that. Gluten-free Thanksgiving, huh? Oh, I love the stuffing. Stuffing's my favorite. Okay, so now I've got my loop, or a loop on one side, so that will be where I can hang this from. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it into a spiral. So I'm going to wrap it around my finger. And this is why you want to leave the extra space, because when you go to curl it, see how it already took up that extra space on the wire? 72 degrees. We're actually supposed to have pretty decent weather here for Thanksgiving this year. All right, so then I'm gonna sort of work the wire a little bit more so I have a nice coil here and that my loops are gonna stand up straight. And there you go, there is one ornament. And then of course that's super sparkly with the, you know, with your Christmas lights or whatever you have. And you can see how quickly that just comes together. But it's really inspiring to see what other people can come up with as far as how creative people are with the, you know, selection of beads and everything that we give them. So there's a lot of good stuff. All right, so now we're gonna make a different time. We're gonna do same materials, but we'll do a wreath style ornament. So to do that is I'm gonna make a loop in the very center of my wire. And I'm gonna hang my charm or my pendant crystal from that. And then I'm gonna wrap the two sides together. So that one comes off one side and one comes off the other. Like that. And now, I'm going to string on some more beads on either side. Get some bigger beads in here too. So these I'm just using some white and gunmetal, and I've got some crystal AB on here. Probably do a little bit of a pattern with these guys. Some of the holes don't quite want to fit. But this would be a fun project just to do after like after your meal, get your whole family together and get everyone crafting. Make some ornaments for the tree. You could even use them as gift toppers. I always like to use, so in our county here in Washington, we have a plastic bag ban, so you have to either bring your own reusable shopping bags or you have to get a paper shopping bag. And so I always save my shopping bags all year round because I like to make wrapping paper with it. And it's a lot of fun, and it always is a huge hit with family because I have my daughter paint designs on all the packages and usually tie them up with pretty ribbons or yarn. And I really like that, you know, the whole brown paper packages tied up with string. You're gonna work on stuff while dinner's cooking? Awesome, Brandy. What are you guys gonna be crafting? Yeah, so for those of you who are just tuning in, this is going to be our free make and take at Saturday's Artisan Market. So hopefully you can come on out and say hi to us. I sort of pop around to wherever I work in our Artisan Market booth. I'll probably come down and hang out in the make and take for a while. We've got Susan and Rachel are going to be doing our make and take. And so it's pretty open-ended, you know, we just give you the crystal and the wire and set you off. Jewelry and things for the Christmas tree, awesome. You can see this just starting to kind of come together there. I'm going to beat up a little bit more. So what do I have here? So I have 2 of these. And you know, like I was saying, there is no real rhyme or reason to this. You don't need to do a pattern. I'm kind of doing a little bit of a pattern here, but you don't need to. But this is going to be our free make and take on Saturday. And it's open to all ages. And it's easy enough that kids can do it too. The ideas. Oh, you're making snowman ornaments. Cool. Yeah, these are a lot of fun to make, and they're pretty inexpensive too. I mean, especially if you grab some mixed seed beads or mixed beads, get a couple of the crystal pendants. These ones run about, let's see, these are $2.25 a piece, so they're much more wallet friendly compared to like the Swarovski. And this wire, it's an 18 gauge aluminum wire. I'll make sure and update the comments with the product information so you guys can take a look at that. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my 2 ends together, and I'm going to take one of the ends and wrap it around here like that. Trim that off, and then I'm going to make a loop with this other one here. Okay. Tuck that in, and then you can hang it with ribbon or with, yeah, they're pretty wallet friendly. And so then you have another ornament. Super quick. And it's a lot of fun. And I always love seeing what people come up with, especially the kids who come and do our make and takes. Kids are so inspiring, the way they see the world and the way they create, and it's just really cool to see what people can come up with. Because, you know, I mean, you have your own style, and then to see what other people come up with, it's always really cool for me. That's one of the most exciting parts about my job when we do things like this. So here's one of the ornaments here, and I will go ahead and update the comments with the product information. This is a 18 gauge aluminum wire. We have it in a bunch of different colors. And then these are just some Chinese crystal pendants, but you can use any crystal pendant. You could use charms, and then, you know, whatever beads that you want to use for the stringing part. It's really, really simple, really open-ended. It's a great project for kids and teens. It'd be a great project for you know, making around the table while you're waiting for food to cook at Thanksgiving. You know, you can use them as ornaments for your tree, or even hang it in your car window. I actually have mine from last year hanging in my car window. Oh, you could use jingle bells on them. There you go, Pam. Yeah, definitely. For sure. So yeah, hopefully if you're local, we'll see you out here on Saturday from 10 to 5 at our 4th annual Winter Artisan Market. Over 90 vendors, all local, handmade artisans. It's a really fun event, and I hope to see you all there. And if you do stop on by, you can make one of your own ornament charms at our free make and take. We'll also have some activities for the kids, sponsored by the local Hands-On Children's Museum, which we're really excited about. So hopefully we will see you there. Oh, and don't forget, if you do come, bring some canned food items to be entered in our vendor raffle. We have probably every 15 minutes we do a drawing with prizes that are donated by an amazing group of vendors. So yeah, this Saturday, 10 to 5 at our store here in Lacey, Washington. We hope to see you there. I love you all, and have a great Thanksgiving, and we will see you back here on Friday. I don't think we'll be doing a project, but I think we'll probably touch base with some of our incredible vendors as they're getting ready for the show on Saturday. So we will see you then. Have a great day.